Hey everyone and welcome back to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing a free-to-play game on Steam called Red Trigger that came out pretty recently. Make sure to stick around till the end of the video because I have a little announcement I want to make. But for now, let's get straight into the review. The basic premise of the game, as far as I can gather, is that you're a computer virus trying to infect this data building thing. It doesn't really matter too much, the game's more gameplay based. You have to go through puzzles, increasing in difficulty to infect this tower. Starting with simple things like realizing that shooting a block under you will shoot you upwards, all the way to long chains of combining jumps and pushes across a map. In fact, after a couple of puzzles, this suspiciously GLaDOS-like machine voice says,
"Intrusion detected."
And the pressure in the game begins to ramp up from here. You have to make your way through this fairly complicated and fast-paced puzzle while avoiding the bed of lasers rising below you, and you really have to think fast to get past it. Some of the late puzzles in this game took me several tries to complete, so not every puzzle is a breeze, although some are quite easy if you're good at puzzle games. A great example of an intuitive puzzle that can be easy if you're pretty good at video games is this one. As you walk into this room, you see all of these floating blocks in the air, and a grid of red blocks over here. At first I tried to launch myself with the red blocks across the room to see if there was a secret area I'd missed. But then I realized that there must be a reason those blocks were in the air, and sure enough, when you stand at a specific place, you can see the blocks line up into a grid, which shows which blocks to activate in the red grid. Lots of puzzles make a cool use of the established mechanics like this throughout the game, and I really like stuff like this. Now, I don't normally run over every part of the game in my videos, but because this game is pretty short, I thought I'd give it a try, so make sure to let me know in the comments if you prefer it when I go more in depth about the game like this. Anyway, you start on a platform, and you're quickly rushed towards the first puzzle, which makes you figure out mostly for yourself how to solve it. The game tells you the basic controls, but you have to figure out the physics for yourself, so this puzzle still requires a little thought. The next puzzle requires you to be quite aware of your space, and quickly teaches you how to reload your gun, which can only activate 3 blocks at a time. The level design in some of these puzzles is actually really cool though, as they make you realize things without having to outright tell you. Like on this next puzzle, where you see these blocks fall into this glowy stuff, and you automatically know that it's dangerous. After doing a couple more puzzles that cleverly introduce you to how the physics work in this engine, and get you to use those to your advantage, the stage I spoke about earlier shows up, where you have to avoid the lasers and quickly rush through this massive stage, using blocks to push you upwards, sideways, and all around, giving you a free feeling of complete control over your movement, which, hell, not gonna lie, it's pretty sweet flying around this huge open space. Anyway, you then return to more puzzle solving to deactivate the firewall stopping you from uploading the virus. To do that, you first have to solve this massive puzzle involving keeping doors open using blocks and blocking lasers that one-hit you, so you can get past without dying, which honestly took me a long time and was actually really hard. Followed by a quick, but still fairly tough, action puzzle segment, where you have to shoot yourself along these rungs while holding these ones up on a timer, meaning you have to be very comfortable flying around the map quickly. And now you get to the big one. This puzzle has 3 stages, and solving each one removes a third of the firewall. All of these puzzles are really tough, and new mechanics are introduced even now, right before the game ends, which is really sweet, and one of the things that really makes me like this game. Since this is the game's equivalent of a final boss though, I won't explain all of these 3 puzzles because it would take quite a long time. And since this game's free to play and fairly short, if you do want to see this, then go check out Red Trigger on Steam. Anyway, after you do this, you start the upload and sick music begins, so you know something's up. You have to escape the tower now, because it's in the process of getting destroyed. To do that, you have to do a final action puzzle segment, where you avoid this rising circuit board river thing, and make the last jump. And as you make the last jump, you get to see this amazing shot of the tower crumbling down, which honestly, even with the simple shapes, is pretty beautiful. But anyway, that's basically all of Red Trigger. It's short but sweet, and I really enjoyed it overall, despite being kind of short. I feel this game really has potential, and if future updates are made to this game, it really could be the new Portal with some brushing up of the graphics and a much longer storyline. Anyway, because this game's on the shorter side, I can't call this game awesome, but massive credit to the developer for doing such a great job on what this game is so far. There are honestly parts in this game that look beautiful, and there are so many great concepts for a full game here. And while I'm not saying what they have done already is bad, I really enjoy the game that they've released so far, but I really think that with just minor improvements and making the storyline longer, it could be so much more of a game. But anyway, with everything I've said taken into consideration, I'd easily rate this game a 7 or an 8 out of 10 as an early access game. But honestly, it really is too short to review as a full game. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to stop by that like button, subscribe for more content, and let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Is there anything I can improve? Also, don't forget to check out my Facebook in the description below, and I now upload every Sunday. So, I hope to see you guys in the next video, and I'll see you later.